Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for inviting me. We're going to talk about home automation, and it's an introduction, subtitle, Where Do We Start? This presentation is being brought to you by the APCUG Speakers Bureau, and it's a benefit of your group's membership to APCUG. We really appreciate your support. And again, thank you for inviting me. I'm Bill James, and I'm the VP of Operations for the Computer Club of Oklahoma City. And of course, I'm a member of the APCU Speakers Bureau. I'm also an APCUG advisor for Region 8, which covers Alabama, Arkansas, Kansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas. So a definition for home automation, if you look at it globally summarized, is a field of expertise that brings together all the techniques for programming, controlling, or automating certain functions of a living space. Conceptually, a smart home is building an Internet of Things managed by a single device. It involves the control of automation for lighting, heating, such as a smart thermostat, air conditioning, ventilation, security, home appliances such as washers, dryers, ovens, refrigerators, and freezers. Wi-Fi is commonly used for remote monitoring and control. Home devices are remotely monitored and controlled via the internet. A central hub, such as an Amazon Echo Dot, Google Home, Apple HomeKit, or Wink Hub, is used to control devices by voice commands. Home automation is still in its infancy. It is a category that can span from simple to extremely complex tasks, depending on who you ask. The simplest way to wade into home automation is to eliminate the clutter and focus on what you want to do. A home automation checklist will help with the process of design and planning. Many companies are moving towards do-it-yourself installation with contracts that require less of a commitment. These systems are typically easy enough for you to set up at your house on your own and can be integrated with Alexa, Google Home, or similar digital home management systems and linked with your mobile devices. Do-it-yourself systems don't require wiring into your electrical system, which is a big part of what makes the installation easy. It also means that if you move, you can take the system with you quite easily. So when you're planning your design, you want to start with what you want to do and not how you want to do it. You want to ask yourself, what is your goal? Living spaces first, technology second. You need to work backwards to find your idea. Decide what you want to go a long way in determining your budget, your protocol, and how much time you'll be investing in setting things up. Before you start, you need to decide on a few things about your do-it-yourself smart home installation project that will determine many of your future decisions. First, you want to decide on whether you want to have a wired or wireless home automation. Second, decide on a networking protocol. The protocol you choose will determine your future choices and the devices that you purchase. To function properly, each integration should follow certain protocols. A protocol is a set of rules and the underlying mechanism that allows the communication between certain devices. Popular protocols today are Bluetooth, Zigbee, Wemo, Insteon, etc. You want to also look at how robust is your Wi-Fi if you decide to have a wireless system. You'll decide what you want to do. Think about how you will use it. Again, will it be wired or wireless? Do you want to control everything remotely? These are some of the questions you should be asking yourself. The more wireless devices you have connected means more bandwidth and a higher speed internet connection will be required. But also, don't forget about your budget. Sometimes you'll be forced to make choices simply because it fits into your budget. Remember, Google is your friend. You will see many terms used in home automation. Don't allow the terminology to intimidate you. Look them up. Again, Google is your friend. Here are a few terms that you will see when you start. GeoFence, Zigbee, Smart Hub, Z-Wave, Wemo, Bluetooth, Insteon, IFTTT, X10, and of course, app. When we talk about security, is another important factor you should consider. While industry and government body leaders are sorting out the technicalities, it's inevitable that more connected devices will emerge and more people will purchase those devices. There are several pointers to help you protect yourself. First, you want to educate yourself about the risk. Awareness is crucial to success. Protect your devices with passwords. Biometric passwords are best. Backup data frequently to prevent loss in case of a hack or a swipe. Read user reviews before purchasing a device. Read the fine print about how data will be protected or shared with third parties. Ask the manufacturer to clarify if you have any questions. Set limits for how much personal information you are willing to share. In other words, if you own smart devices such as smart speakers, TVs, thermostat, fridges, security cameras, and whatnot, your privacy and your security could be at stake. Because, in essence, these are multiple entry ports with rickety security that could leave you prone to attacks. So, long story short, if you're investing dough in setting up a smart home, you must also invest some time and energy in securing it. Here are several ways to get started with that. First, you want to set up your router correctly. Your Wi-Fi router is a doorway to your smart home. You don't want to break down in case of a cyber criminal kicks it. And so creating a more secure smart home starts with your router. It's what connects all your IoT devices and makes them so valuable. You want to follow the best practices to set up a secure router. Change the router's default name. Set the password to something unique. Use the highest level of encryption. Home routers are primary IoT targets for hackers. Thus, a secure router translates to a substantially more secure smart home. Use super strong passwords. Disable features you don't use. Many IoT devices give you the ability to control them from anywhere on the planet. But if you only use them on your home's Wi-Fi connection, disable remote access. Likewise, smart speakers have Bluetooth connectivity in addition to Wi-Fi. If you don't use it, turn it off. Smart TVs come with voice control, but this feature often goes unused even in voice-controlled households where smart assistants such as Google Assistant, Siri or Alexa roost to roost. It may sound paranoid, but an active mic, if hacked, can also be used to pry on your conversations. Thus, disabling features is all about blocking as many of those multiple entry points as possible. You'll want to keep your devices up to date. Update your Wi-Fi's router firmware may not happen automatically. These updates often include essential security patches that can greatly enhance your network security. So see to it that you do a manual check every few months. And if you find any pending firmware updates, install them right away. In the same vein, many IoT devices and their apps don't update automatically, but prompt you to do so whenever available. Again, don't procrastinate. Update straight away. You also want to enable multi-factor authentication. With two-factor authentication, every time someone tries to log into your IoT device, they have to provide additional proof of identity. Remember, the ball is in your court. You can purchase the most expensive IoT devices from top companies, and yet at the end of the day, your smart home security is in your hands. So take the time to do your research before committing to any device. Check if it's still receiving updates from the manufacturer or if it has vulnerabilities reported by users. Yes, it takes time and money, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. So now we want to talk about what to automate. So first, establish who will the smart home be for. Consider that other people might use the smart devices in your home. Make sure you put them where they need them. Will they be able to use it? For example, if they don't know how to use a smart bulb, consider installing a smart switch instead. Talk to them, present the smart solution, and implement it in a way they can benefit from it. So some of the possible use cases for home automation are, first, you can control your energy consumption, remotely control your water heating, for example, electric boilers or water heaters. You can control your electric heating and ventilation. You can automate your irrigation system. You can measure and control pool or spa temperature, pumps, and covers. Remotely turn on or off your electronic devices. You can remotely check, lock, open, close your front, back, and garage door. You can automate your lights, turn on and off on a schedule. You can set your air conditioner to keep the house comfortable. Open the blinds during the day and shut them at night. Feed your pets on a schedule. Open your garage door with voice commands. Set your coffee maker to have a fresh pot ready. And this is just a sample list. To put it very simply, if you do something repeatedly, you can probably automate it in one way or another. The big three: lights, camera, and action. So we're going to get acquainted with what devices are on the market. Lights is one advantage of a smart home lighting automation is that your home can protect itself against burglars whenever you're at home or away. Smart lighting is highly useful in enhancing the security of your home. Lighting gives the presence that someone is home by randomly turning lights on or off. From the outside of your house, it looks as though someone is living there. Another thing is cameras in home automation has improved significantly over the last couple years by adding streaming components. In addition to displaying camera feeds, sending snapshots, using as a motion detector, and running automation routines, You can also record video and use for object and face recognition. You also will probably want to consider using a hub to connect your personal devices, entertainment platforms, and home appliances that allow you to control everything from your lights to temperature to music at any time using only one app, such as your smartphone, tablet, or computer. So what can you buy? So what I would suggest is begin with lighting, because that's by far the easiest to automate. It's there are all kinds of the Google GE bundle, which comes with a Nest Mini, is available at many of the big box stores, and this would have allow you to have voice recognition, and it's also expandable, so you can add other bulbs as you deem necessary. And so when you're choosing lighting, the bulb you go with is going to depend on a couple different factors, including your budget, the design of your home, what sort of extra features you're willing to pony up for. So here are some of the different scenarios that you can consider. These represent the upper and low end of lights. So the hue lights are probably the most expensive, but they also are feature rich with Hue and Friends gives you all kinds of suggestions, and the Hue branding, of course. Life is another one. It's offered a plug-in bulb to retrofit your own lamps, and it began its life as a Kickstarter, and they are now available for $99 each. Or you can use the Wise, perfect for those people that are on a budget. And they also work with Alexa, Google Assistant, and IFTTT. Instant-On is another brand which uses what they call PowerLink. You can program a new lighting sequence with the software's easy-use visual sequence editor, and allows you to turn your lights on or off, and also fade them up and down to 7 different speeds. Moreover, you can schedule when your lighting display activates to days of the week, and even start and stop times during Pacific days. Smart webcams. A smart webcam is probably the most desired piece of hardware for your home automation. It can be placed anywhere to monitor the activities around your house. As a security device, they offer full high-definition resolution, so you can see more clear and cleaner images. They also have two-way talk using your smartphone. Many have night vision that enables you to monitor in low-light situations. Some of the models to consider are Ring, Nest Cam, and Arlo. Security sensors are for your windows, doors, motion, glass breaking, and smoke can provide critical security information about your home, either at home or away. An example would be SimpliSafe, affordable, small, and strong, and it has a strong home security. It is a do-it-yourself, but usually these are bundled together, and you can pick different bundles to fit your needs. For example, expanding your Ring alarm security system with this set of 2 motion detectors, you would just simply mount in a corner of any room and receive instant alerts on your phone or tablet when motion is detected. Now, the question, of course, always comes up, is it better to do it yourself or have a pro install? Well, do it yourself, such as the SimpliSafe comes to mind, don't require wiring into your electrical system. which is a big part of what makes the installation easy. It also means that that if you move, you can take the system with you. On the other hand, you may want to go with a professionally installed system. These systems can be pricier, but they typically come with an option for professional monitoring, as well as warranties and customer support. Additionally, you most likely won't be responsible for repairs, and with the professional installation, you'll be more assured that everything is set up just right. Motion sensors switch automatically, turns lights on when you enter a room and off when you leave. There's no wiring required, just screw the device into a standard uncovered light socket. Turn lights off with minutes of leaving the room, and it senses motion in a 360 degrees. Thermostats. Remote control them from anywhere in your house or the world via the internet using a smartphone or tablet. This saves energy, and that's the beautiful part. Your thermostat controls half your energy bill, more than appliances, more than electronics. So shouldn't it help you save energy? Learn what temperature you like and build a schedule around it. Most thermostats have what they call auto schedule and auto away. So it senses whether or not you are at home or not. And the auto schedule means that it will learn what your habits are, and what temperatures you like to keep your house. So it'll automatically change the thermostat at those times. And another one, sometimes it's kind of overlooked. It's an old company. It was called X10, and they have a HVAC system as well. And when used with an intelligent home automation system, you can have it automatically respond with any action, i.e. turn on a ceiling fan, open or close dampers when certain temperatures are reached. Yet with all of its vast automated feature, the system still offers a complete manual control that you have with ordinary thermostats. But you have to remember that X10 is proprietary, so it only works with other X10 components. But they're available on the net and some other hardware stores, if you're familiar with that brand. So what the X10 HVAC system does, it'll adjust your home temperature in the morning from an X10 controller that you can keep on your nightstand. Make sure your house is perfect temperature when you get home with any X10 timer. Control the temperature with a phone call with an X10 telephone transponder. Electronic access. Electronic door strikes, door locks, shear locks, doorbell intercoms, and a variety of electronic key systems can be implemented. You can have a fingerprint keypad lock, unlock your door lock, but your fingerprints are a code. What all locks have in common is that you control and manage them from a smartphone or web app. Some require that you replace the entire lock system, while others let you place a smart device over an existing deadbolt. You might need to tap the lock with your finger to let yourself in, or maybe you'll have to do is just walk up and wait for it to recognize you and unlock. Some of the locks on the market today are worth considering and will work with your other devices. For instance, August. The August is the most elegant of locks. The circular lock replaces your old deadbolt, and you'll be able to control and manage it from your iOS device, Android, or web app. August notifies you when certain people come in and out of your house, unless you give out unlimited digital keys to friends and family with specific hours of operation and how long they have access. The lock only uses Bluetooth to recognize when a phone with a digital key is near. There's no need to bring the phone out. unlocks automatically. Yale is another well-known name, and it works with both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It replaces your deadbolt with the help of a screwdriver. The lock Z-Way seamlessly integrates into the 50 plus home automation and security systems, including the Ring, SmartThings, Alarm, Honeywell, ADT, Wink, and more. It senses your phone when it's nearby, unlocking the system automatically. It also works when you leave home. Will lock your door if you forget, and you can also open the door with the code. Evo is another brand, and it began as a short take project that got picked up by Megacorp Kwikset. The Kevo Smart Lock allows you to just touch the lock with your phone to open the door. An app links your iPhone or Android phone using Bluetooth. Kevo is now a family of locks using one as a complete replacement or one as a convert. These locks interface with Nest and Honeywell thermostats, Ring and Skybell video doorbells, Android Wear, and IFTTT. There are two accessories available for the Kevo Plus, which allows you to control locks anywhere in the world, and the Kevo Fob for those that do not have a smartphone. The Kevo Plus requires internet access and an available Ethernet port on your router. The Auto Slide is an automatic sliding door system, and it's wirelessly opens, pauses, then closes your door. It can retrofit on most sliding doors. It automatically tracks the door when obstructed if an obstruction is encountered, and you can adjust the sensitivity. It easily disconnects to allow unrestricted manual use. Automatically opens for your pet with the optional sensor. So one thing about smart lock technology, it adds convenience, but it's important to remember that this option is first and foremost a security device. So it's important to take security features seriously. Use a PIN code for any voice control unlock, and make sure you only give access codes to unlock the door to people you trust. If your smart home is based on Wi-Fi voice assistants, and you don't use hubs, it's recommended a lock that works with your Wi-Fi network, or at least a Wi-Fi adapter. Consider whether you like a keypad and can replace your existing deadbolt. You'll need a new physical key for locking, or prefer a simpler retrofit design. No matter which smart lock you choose, adding one to your smart home offers a lot of advantages. With these tips and the best smart lock on your door, managing access for your family members, roommates, service providers, and guests is really a breeze. I have a Wise lock that I'm using, and it really has its advantages. I have been really impressed with how it works and how easy it was to install. And it really gives me access when I don't have to be bothered and fumbling with keys. Another IoT device to consider is internet video doorbells. So installing an internet video doorbell is a popular option for the do-it-yourself home automation enthusiast. They provide a level of security to your home and allow you to monitor your home's entryway from anywhere in the world. In addition to being able to answer the door, they offer HD cameras, Wi-Fi capability, image capture, night vision, remote door unlocking, and more. You can even talk to someone at your front door from anywhere in the world on your smartphone or tablet. While there are many security camera systems on the market that can be purchased at affordable prices and operated remotely, many people are opting for the video doorbell system to conveniently secure their homes without spending exorbitant amounts of money. Once you have determined your specific needs, there are a few other factors to consider. First, consider the operating range of your chosen doorbell. This is especially important if you go with a wireless option. The second, all wireless doorbells require a reliable Wi-Fi connection. You'll want to ensure that your video doorbell and its monitor will function properly in all areas of your home. Second, consider the installation difficulty. Some wired and battery operated doorbells can easily be installed under 30 minutes by following a simple set of instructions. Others, however, require a more complicated installation process and might even require you to hire a handyman. Third, consider the design. While this might not be an important factor to some, others prefer that the doorbell blend in with the home decor so it's not painfully obvious and sticks out like a sore thumb when visitors approach. Fourth, consider whether the doorbell will effectively integrate with any existing home security accessories. If you already have a home security system, especially if it's Wi-Fi enabled, you'll want the doorbell you choose to be compatible and allow both systems to work together. Some of the top models to choose from is Skybell HD. Whether day or night, you can clearly see who's at your door with a Skybell HD. You can use its smartphone integrated app to start a live feed at any time you wish, or just rely on the sensitive motion detection system to alert you when someone is approaching. It also works with Alexa and Google Home. The Ring Pro gets hardwired, is another model that gets hardwired to your existing doorbell wiring. So you don't have to worry about a complicated installation or batteries dying when you have somebody at the door. It'll take clear 1080p HD high definition video and features infrared to identify nighttime visitors. Some models of Ring are battery operated. It also works with Alexa, Google Home, and Apple HomeKit. August also makes a doorbell that can connect with your Apple HomeKit and can easily be integrated with August companion door locks. It offers video monitoring featuring infrared to identify nighttime visitors. This doorbell would be a perfect pairing with the August smart door lock, enabling enhanced capabilities. It also works with Alexa and Google Home. Another device that's becoming popular is the wireless garage door opener. And it's actually far older than the internet, but today's connected technologies have added new capabilities for monitoring and ensuring access to your garage from anywhere in the world. With the help of mobile apps, not only will your smartphone replace your garage remote control, but you'll also get reminders when you've left the door open, easily manage who can access your garage, get notifications to your cell phone whenever the door is closed, and you can set rules for automatic opening and closing, even monitor the garage via a video stream. So here's some tips to help you. Determine which connectivity type you need, whether it's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or cellular. See if the lock can integrate with your smart home hub and other connected devices. You want to filter based on monthly fees if the opener has an electronic keypad and code capability. Some of the brands for garage door openers, the LiftMaster, MyQ. Add MyQ to your existing garage door opener, and you can control your door from anywhere in the world. MyQ comes with 3 different configurations. LiftMasters that have MyQ built in can be controlled by adding the MyQ Internet Gateway. MyQ Retrofit will work with LiftMaster, Chamberlain, Sears Craftsman, and Raynor garage door openers built after 1998 without a MyQ logo. And MyQ Garage is a universal solution that is designed for any major brand of garage door opener with photo eyes. These devices will work with Nest and Link hubs. Outdoor lawn sprinklers for irrigation. These are internet-based lawn sprinklers that you take control of your watering and watering with precision using customized automated schedules that adapt to the weather. They can connect to most home platforms such as Amazon Alexa, Google Home, IFTTT, and Nest, so you have more options and more control. You can have more options and more control. They can connect to most devices as well as the Wink Hub, and you can have control with just one app. Outdoor lawn sprinklers brands, there's the Rachio, replaces your existing controller. It can handle up to 16 zones. It is EPA WaterSense certified, connects with top home platforms such as Alexa, Google Home, IFTT, Nest, and more. It will run zones directly from the controller. You have manual access, which allow local control, and it automatically adjusts based on weather forecasts. If your city has a WaterSense program, it'll offer a discount when buying the an approved system. Now, one of the things that's really indispensable to your home network is having a hub. And what a hub does is a device that connects different best home automation systems into one system. The home hub acts as a central point for home automation systems and allows you to talk to allows them to talk to one another. Having a home hub is an indispensable component if you want your smart home to function at its best. So what to look for in a smart hub? First is compatibility. There are different standards for communicating with smart home devices, including Zigbee and Z-Wave. Before purchasing a smart home hub, ensure that it supports the standards used by your existing smart home devices. Automation. Some hubs will include automation software for your smartphone or computer. If you're looking to have the lights in your home automatically turn on at a specific time or have the thermostat adjust itself depending on the weather, you'll want to make sure your hub includes the needed software. Coverage. Depending on the size of your home, you may need to check that the hub that you purchase will provide sufficient coverage. If it isn't powerful enough to transmit a signal throughout your entire space, you might find that some of your smart devices won't respond. Now, I've talked about a lot of things so far, and I've thrown out a lot of terms, but that's going to change pretty soon because there is a program or initiative called CHIP, Connected Home over IP. And it's been newly renamed to Matter. And it aims to make the home automation process simpler by creating a unified protocol out of Internet Protocol IP, which in the long term will allow all functions in your home to be connected from a single system or a single application. This initiative also wants to put in place robust security standards that can be used by the majority of the new devices that would enter the market. This new interesting, the new industry group announced by Apple, Google, Amazon, and Zigbee announced in December of 2019. In the world today, half a dozen incompatible standards exist. So if you're out shopping for a smart home product, you have an endless sea of choices. Just settling on the smart bulbs presented more decisions and more questions. Should you get Wi-Fi, Z-Wave, or Zigbee bulb? Unfortunately, these standards today do not work well together. Each standard comes with its own vulnerabilities and defects. Network created a dozen different ways, leaves you with a dozen cracks that threaten to bring your system down. So Matter is an umbrella using the existing and tested standard IP protocol. It's not designed to replace Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Bluetooth, or Z-Wave. They'll be using the IP standard to allow Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Bluetooth, and Z-Wave without regard of the protocol used. As a consumer, you'll be able to buy smart home devices that will just work, whether you're using an Amazon Alexa, a Google Assistant, Apple Siri, and another assistant or interface. It'll be open source at the end process. Adopters can use the same code to speed up the product development. So there are two goals in mind. One is to make manufacturing secure and cross-compatible, make smart devices more accessible to consumers. It's also going to be working in the background. You won't have to pay attention to how your smart lock communicates with your smart blinds. If you use Google Home or Alexa to control your devices, you will continue to do so. Matter enables devices will not break your current devices. So when will this all take place? According to their website, the working group has a goal to release a draft specification in late 2020. And actual products that support chip connected will soon be arriving. Again, it's in the very early stage of development. There's lots of goals that smaller groups have tried to accomplish without much traction. So now that we have Philip Hue and Google and some of the main brands working together, it is proposed that this standard could come together faster and be accessible to everyone. So here's a model project that I put together that you can kind of see where you can use a smart home system for a typical smart home. As you can see here, we have an auto time irrigation. We have a security system. We have an auto gate system, even a solar powered spotlight. We have smart access to our doors. We have a CCTV camera, and we have motion detections. This is for the external. These are things that you could put on the external part of your house. So to break it down further, is that there's a solar floodlight with a sensor. There's a window alert system. There's fingerprint access for your doors. There's a GPS system that's in your car, a laser guided parking system, which is the rear sensors on your car. And you also have an alarm system, a security camera, an electronic signature for your door, a doorbell phone, And if your living room, you could have a security camera, you could have an AV system, um, you have auto sliding doors, you could have a door alert, you can have wireless headphones and a wireless subwoofer for your stereo, a mounted monitor, a digital poster, auto dimming lighting system, and then a tele-emergency alert. And then also you can have a talking HVAC system. It tells you what the temperature is in your home. And here's again the auto sliding doors. There's a flicker candle, security cameras, digital poster, motion sensor light, self-watering plant, and then another tele-emergency alert, an auto freshener, and an intercom. I have one of those auto air fresheners, which works pretty well. And it's tied to my phone. I can tell exactly, I can adjust how much fragrance it comes out, or it also alerts me when it's out of product. The other things you can do is have in the bathroom, you can have a swash a bidet with remote control, a toilet seat is a high-tech toilet seats that doubles as a seat bidet. It features a heated seat and two retractable ones that spray aerated warm water. A towel warmer rack, toothbrush sanitizer, a motion sensor light, a oxygenic shower head, a shower radio with alarm clock. Those are just some of the ideas that you can come as. The ideas are really endless. In your kitchen, of course, thermal sensor blinds that would lower and raise based on the temperature or the sun shining into the window. It could provide, the shades would go down to give you some shade from the sun. There's an auto water faucet, a talking recipe guide, talking timer, and an auto measuring spice carousel. Bedrooms, auto distribution system, a Telo VIP user phone, home control system, a digital poster, auto timing lighting system. Again, having a HVAC talking system where you can just ask the temperature to be lowered and raised. And then you can have a auto wardrobe deodorizer. So my final thoughts. If you want to create a smart home that's perfectly suited for your needs and budget, plan ahead and plan thoroughly. That way you will make sure that everyone will be happy with the solutions and there won't be any costly surprises. Make sure to predict how you want to use it. Create a building floor plan with all the wiring and smart devices marked, such as that little example I showed you earlier. Choose the right technology that will communicate with and connect all your smart devices in one place. Only with a good home automation plan will you ensure that you have a smart home you generally enjoy without any surprises to your budget. Integration. Decide what devices work well together. Voice activation. Do you want to be able to control devices by voice using Google Home, Amazon Alexa, or the Apple HomeKit? You want to make an inventory. What do you have on hand? Your phones, your tablets, devices that are standalone but are currently controlled with a phone or a tablet. And of course, you want to consider your budget, how much you want to spend on your project. Uh, One company stands out in stretching your budget for home automation, and that's Wise. The startup company is worth checking out. Their products are good quality and inexpensive. And you can find everything from thermostats to plugs, locks, and doorbells. So the day that we used to clap our hands to turn our lights on and clap them again to turn them off, that was magic in 1986. But home automation has come a long way since the humble days of the clapper. There are lots of choices of different home automation technologies and projects, all claiming to be the best. Matter, which will make home automation uh, smart devices more accessible to consumers. So, lastly, make your choice wisely. And clarify anything that you didn't understand or I may have misspoke. So I will stop sharing my screen and I'm open for questions if there's time.